Coming up on Cronkite News, a look at infinity and beyond through the James Webb Space Telescope.
Plus, backpack drives takes on a whole new meaning. We take a look at the rising cost of school supplies.
And later on, break it down, gaming restrictions. How much time should your children really spend looking at the screen?
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Jessica Herrera.
And I'm Julio Mora Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us. A vast universe is becoming more visible for humanity to see thanks to new images arriving from the Webb Space Telescope. And Arizona scientists had a hand in the technology behind these incredible new pictures. Excitement filled NASA as the James Webb Space Telescope gave us the clearest pictures of our universe yet. Thousands of galaxies were revealed by the telescope for our eyes. A number of scientists from both Arizona State and University of Arizona were involved with this project.
It's been amazing to see this all come together and see these final first images that they've assembled, and they look really amazing. Like the amount of detail you can see in some of these nebula are just sort of, it was blowing everybody's mind in this room of professional astronomers.
A pair of the James Webb Telescope's cameras were built at the University of Arizona's campus. Pictures include a look inside a black hole, images of a dying star, and the creation of a star. With the advance of technology, the telescope will allow researchers to really push the limits of space exploration and study.
I feel like the true amazing thing here is not that the universe is so gigantic, that there are millions of galaxies. It's that we are able to build these telescopes that allow us to measure it.
The work doesn't just stop here. Further scientific study will take place in the months following the capture of these extraordinary images. All of the images from Webb are available on NASA's website. In addition, you can see some of the detailed measurements that scientists are already using to study phenomena such as star formation.
In Arizona law, granting human rights to fetuses has been blocked by a federal judge. The judge called the law, quote, murky and too vague to be enforceable. The judge said because abortions are still legal in Arizona to save the life of a pregnant person, the injunction was necessary to prevent future enforcement of fetus rights. He also said doctors should not have to operate under uncertainty because the state could not explain the policy. Despite the ruling, the state's largest abortion provider said they will not resume the procedures in Pima County, blaming vague and confusing statements from Attorney General Mark Brnovich. Soon you could be getting the most common form of birth control over the counter. HRA Pharma has submitted an application to the FDA to make their O pill available without a prescription. The O pill is a progestin-only pill which comes with significantly less side effects than the combination birth control pills. According to the CDC, 14% of all people who use birth control take the pill. And as of right now, the only way to get them are through a prescription.
Monkeypox has been hitting the nation, but now there are more cases turning up in Arizona. 5 total cases of monkeypox have been identified in Maricopa County, Arizona's most populated county. Monkeypox is a viral illness related to smallpox that is spread through skin-to-skin contact. County officials are using a limited supply of monkeypox vaccine to help prevent the spread of the disease to people who have been exposed. Officials say that the general public should not be too worried about this. If you are experiencing symptoms, seek medical care and limit contact with others. After the break, we look at back-to-school season and how some organizations are trying to bring parents relief when it comes to school supplies.
And we'll have an update on water conservation efforts at the Grand Canyon.
Okay, let's go right up in here and start having some fun.
Such a thrill to be able to do this.
Recreation is the gateway drug to conservation.
How do you create that perfect straight edge?
You can do anything.
History is today. Chasing the American dream.
Experience something personal.
A place of imagination.
I can go anywhere I want to go.
You guys are just going to love it.
An entertainment experience unlike anything.
There's something for everyone with Passport on the PBS Video app.
On Masterpiece Mystery.
Evil can find its roots so easily in an English village.
The landscape of criminal investigation.
Murder Almost certainly.
Modern policing methods.
We endeavour to do our best.
We're working hard to solve this case.
And to make sure justice gets done.
It's a new adventure.
And the rest, as they say, is mystery.
I can hardly wait.
Art was one of the powers that made life life. I think we all believed that.
I'm gonna kick down every single door. I'm gonna show you what you never ever seen before. So control you, I'm gonna show you.
This is a real life story of a real live person.
This was my only connection to my culture.
Look at me now.
Fight the power.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Our stories deserve to be heard.
You're passionate and you respect your heritage. That is a perfect recipe.
Now is the time for the Reformation. Now is the time to rebuild the nation.
That's amazing.
You're making me cry.
Some girls can go out there and just steal a spotlight.
This is the moment that we've all been waiting for.
Everyone has something to contribute to humanity. The arts are the thing that does that.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Back to school season is right around the corner, and families are worried about spending over $500 for school supplies. With inflation at an all-time high, getting school supplies to needy kids is more important than ever. Inflation is running over 8%, which means higher prices for things like notebooks and pencils. This makes it more difficult for families to get school supplies. Backpack drives like the one hosted by Arizona Helping Hands ensures that kids who need them can get the folders, pencil cases, and whatever else they may need for school free of charge. This particular drive is geared towards children in the foster care system, and they are getting help from express employment professionals to help decorate and prepare the drive.
So we're putting together backpacks for children in foster care. We donated 600 backpacks and many calculators for the kids in high school.
It's incredibly important that we provide basic needs to children in foster care. We want to make sure that every child going back to school this fall has the proper school supplies so that there's no stumbling block for them to get their education. We want to make sure that this stumbling block of having the proper school supplies is taken away so that they can focus on learning and thriving and playing with their friends.
Last year, Arizona Helping Hands helped over 1,400 kids with back-to-school essentials, and they are hoping to continue that trend this year. The school supplies and backpacks will be distributed at Arizona Helping Hands' annual back-to-school drive, which will take place tomorrow and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at their warehouse.
Water has been in short supply at the Grand Canyon until now. Late last month, a monsoon knocked out the electrical system that helps move water to the North Rim. While crews were working to restore the system, water conservation protocols were put in place. Laundry and shower services are now back up and running. Not only will campers have the fantastic views and hiking available in the park, but they can also be clean while taking it all in. It's hot here in the valley and temperatures continue to climb. Let's check in with Rachel Fortunato in the Weather Center to see when we might see some rain. Rachel?
We might get lucky with some rain this week. If you look at tonight, we are going to have some nice clouds and light storms on the east side of the state. Those are going to move in tomorrow and end up in Tucson, moving a little close to us on Thursday, and those will actually be right over Phoenix. Those clouds might move a little on Friday to give us some clear skies. Our high temperatures on this side of the country, Phoenix is going to be 111. The nicest part of the country is going to be on the west coast over here, San Francisco at 70, and Los Angeles and San Diego at 71. If we dive deeper into the state, Gila Bend is also going to be at 111. The Grand Canyon and Window Rock are going to be in those mid-80s, but the nicest weather in the state is going to be that 79 up in Flagstaff. If we look at our night tonight, we're going to start at 109, our whole night being partly cloudy, and we're only going to get down to about 101. We are going to have a 15% chance of rain from 8 to 10, so we might get a little relief. If we look at our 8-day forecast, tomorrow is going to be 111 with a 20% chance of rain. That weather and that chance of rain is going to continue until about Monday when we finally get down to 109. We are going to have partly cloudy skies for the rest of the week, getting down to 107 on Wednesday with a 10% chance of rain. Remember to stay hydrated and stay protected from that hot sun. From the Cronkite News Weather Center, I'm Rachel Fortunato.
I'm Omar Yacoub. Coming up after the break, I'll have your Cronkite Sports Report. Two former Valley Stars faced off in the NBA Summer League for the first time since high school. We'll have the full story next.
Okay, let's go right up in here and start having some fun.
Such a thrill to be able to do this.
Recreation is the gateway drug to conservation.
How do you create that perfect straight edge?
You can do anything.
History is today. Chasing the American dream.
Experience something personal.
A place of imagination.
I can go anywhere I want to go.
You guys are just gonna love it.
An entertainment experience unlike anything.
There's something for everyone with Passport on the PBS Video app.
On Masterpiece Mystery.
Evil can find its roots so easily in an English village. The landscape of criminal investigation. Murder.
Almost certainly.
Modern policing methods.
We endeavor to do our best.
We're working hard to solve this case.
And to make sure justice gets done.
It's a new adventure.
And the rest, as they say, is mystery.
I can hardly wait.
Art was one of the powers that made life life. I think we all believed that.
I'ma kick down every single door. I'ma show you what you never ever seen before. So control you, I'ma show you.
This is a real life story of a real live person.
This was my only connection to my culture.
Look at me now.
Fight the power.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Our stories deserve to be heard.
You're passionate and you respect your heritage. That is a perfect recipe.
Now is the time for the Reformation. Now is the time to rebuild the nation.
That's amazing.
You're making me cry.
Some girls can go out there and just steal a spotlight.
This is the moment that we've all been waiting for.
Everyone has something to contribute to humanity. The arts are the thing that does that.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Look at me now.
Welcome back to the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Omar Yakub. The NBA 2K23 Summer League is in full swing in Las Vegas, and two kids from the Valley are helping put Phoenix on the map for basketball talent. Cronkite News reporter Lauren Green has more on the two rookies and childhood friends.
Jalen Williams and Ty Washington Jr. are making strides in their NBA Las Vegas Summer League debuts. Williams and Washington Jr., both drafted in the first round, are getting a taste of what it's like to play in the NBA during the week-long stretch of games. But their journey on the court together started years ago.
Me and Jalen played against each other when we were like babies, like 8, 9, like growing up from like middle school, early high school. That was really it. This is my first time playing against him since, so it's been a long time, but just seeing us both out there on the biggest stage, just out there competing and having fun was really cool.
Williams, a 2019 Perry High School graduate, played at Santa Clara, while Washington Jr. is a 2021 AZ Compass alum and a former Kentucky Wildcat. While they're carving new paths outside of Arizona for their careers, they're also taking in the moment to reflect.
We're talking about how surreal it is to, even be out here. You go from playing against each other in AAU games when there's nobody in the gym to now, Summer League, and you got Dame and Kyrie all sitting sideline. So it was just a cool moment.
Ty Washington Jr. and Jalen Williams are no strangers to playing on the court together, especially when they were younger. And now they're on one of the premier stages of summer basketball, and they're representing the Valley and its talents to its fullest.
This year we had six people that went to high school in Arizona get drafted. So, it was just showing Arizona, we're not no bummy state. We got a few hoopers out there. So it's just really cool just seeing, two Arizona kids battling.
Whatever their roles might be this season, these two kids from the Valley will be representing Arizona's hoop culture on the biggest stage in basketball. In Las Vegas, Lauren Green, Cronkite News.
Washington's teammate Josh Christopher also has ties to the Valley. The second-year guard played for Arizona State in college. Cronkite News reporter Ian Sachs is in Las Vegas with more on him.
Josh Christopher leads the Rockets in scoring at 19.7 points per game. That's the second highest total of anyone who's played 3 games entering today. The former Sun Devil has shown a lot of growth over the last 12 months since the first time that he suited up for Houston. Yesterday, he struggled to find his shot, but still finished with 18 points to lead the Rockets to a comeback win over the Spurs.
Specifically today, him playing through the adversity and frustration of clearly feeling like he was getting fouled over and over and over, and to keep trying to make positive plays at the rim for himself and positive plays to get downhill for his teammates.
Higgins added that Christopher's development over the last 12 months has been the best part of his game. The shooting guard averaged a hair under 8 points as a rookie for Houston. Christopher and the Rockets are back in action Thursday night when they take on the Trailblazers. In Las Vegas, Ian Sachs, Cronkite News.
The Summer League Suns also hit the court over the weekend with a familiar face from the big league team leading the way, Ishmael Wainwright. Just a few days before rejoining the Suns in Vegas, Wainwright was in Africa representing Uganda in the 2023 FIBA World Cup African qualifiers. It's the national team he played for on before his first summer league with the Toronto Raptors last August. Playing for Uganda adds a different perspective to what basketball means for Wainwright.
Those guys play with more of a passion. It's not just basketball, it's more than basketball over there. We're trying to change young kids, a country's, perspective, life, and so it means more than just basketball.
That's all today for Cronkite Sports Report. Back to you, Jessica.
One Arizona grocery store broke the world record for the largest donut mosaic this afternoon. Yes, that is exactly what it sounds like. More than 50 bakery managers from Bash's grocery store gathered yesterday and this morning to make 17,000 donuts in an attempt to break the world donut mosaic record. The mosaic is celebrating the chain's 90th anniversary and is a 900 square foot representation of their logo. And in true celebration of the Bash's brand and family, the mosaic was put together at Bash's High School, the store's founder. The former world record was a 512 square foot mosaic using just over 7,000 donuts, so Bash's had no trouble taking the title. All donuts used for this mosaic were donated after they broke the record.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us. For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.